here at WAND Radio strive to bring you the very best entertainment the High Academy for the Celestial and the Occult has to offer.
The Academy would like to remind our listeners that unicorns and other virtuous beings should enjoy WAND Radio at their own risk.
The management is not responsible for the continued purity of your unicorn. Thank you.
Your musical muse for magical moments, live from the High Academy for the Celestial and the Occult. I am your host, Calliope Merriweather, and joining me are my co-hosts,
Ripet Von Koenig.
I am Emmett.
Well, let's jump right into the school announcement, shall we?
Sure thing. All right. School announcements. It's time again for the Spring Fling, the dance party that everyone talks about but never remembers. The fling will be held off campus this year as we're still cleaning glitter out of the auditorium air vents from 2 years ago. You know where to go and what to bring. Don't miss out even if you won't remember going afterwards.
Sounds like a good party.
Yep, sure does.
It's rumored to be, but, I mean, when you don't remember if you've gone or not, it's, tends to be a problem. Even the people who put it on, they don't remember where it was. It just happens. It's one of those things. Probably a Fae thing.
Probably. I know you're not a huge fan.
Of Fae?
I'm fine with Fae. What's wrong with the Fae?
You've talked about the capricious nature of Fae and all that jazz and contracts, and you're not a fan of them as patrons, I believe.
I'm not a fan of being a warlock, no. But I have no problem with the Fae folk.
I misunderstood, sorry.
Quite alright. If I did not make myself clear, then there it is, it's clarified. I have no problem with you people.
Excuse me?
Elmore Hall will be closed next week for necessary renovations. A new coat of paint and structural updates will ensure that we can continue to enjoy the legacy of this historic building on campus.
Oh, very nice, I'm glad.
That's it. It's pretty mundane as far as a magical school is concerned.
Alrighty.
That's a good joke.
Was it? Was it a joke? Was that joke? Am I?
Mundane, arcane. Hey, it rhymes.
I see those bard lessons are paying off, Emmett. You've reached Rhyming 101. Excellent.
Wait, I'm not the one that insulted you a few minutes ago. Why are you coming at me?
I wasn't insulting. I was genuinely happy for you.
I've been...
Insulted, as in I insulted you when I said the comment about...
I am aware.
Yeah, she's not dumb. I've been barding for a very long time. Just because I don't have any official schooling on it doesn't mean I can't conjure a spell or two.
Right. This is true. I have seen you do so.
Yeah, I've heard tell that Emmett is quite the cunning linguist.
I have heard that as well.
Yep. Wait, where'd you hear it?
Flossie and I talk all the time.
Flossie?
Okay, all right, good. Flossie. As long as it's Flossie. I'll make sure no one else is talking about it. All right.
Who else would be talking about it?
Dozens of people could be talking about it.
Candy.
Hundreds, thousands of people. Candy might be talking about it.
Countless hundreds. Do we have any letters for today?
Yeah, let's jump on into that. Let's see here. Dear WAND, I think I'm developing a crush on my bugbear roommate. He's funny. Hang on a second for the toilet squealing that is happening in the background.
This episode is cursed.
You have a toilet in your booth?
Apparently. Hey, it's a very fibrous diet on eucalyptus. Sometimes you just gotta go.
Fair enough. Well, I'm glad you can take care of business.
Dear WAND, I think I'm developing a crush on my bugbear roommate. He's funny, the right amount of fuzzy, and gives great hugs when he gets tipsy. I don't know if he has any interest in me, though. How can I suss out if this is the start of something or just a one-sided daydream? Signed, hankering for Hugbear. I like this question. I think it's adorable.
There's some disturbing implications here.
Like what?
That they only give good hugs when they're tipsy.
Well, maybe he is reticent to give out hugs when he is not tipsy.
No, that can't be. Bugbears are a proud and huggable people, right?
My point is that most hugs that I have experienced, if I am the one who's giving out the hugs, it's pretty consensual at that point, even if I am drunk.
So you think that maybe hankering isn't giving clear enough signals, and so that.
Yes, I agree. I think there needs to be a increase in the amount of signals being given.
Right. So some sort of bugbear signal.
Mm-hmm.
Semaphore?
Like a big light in the sky with a
like what?
Bugbear cock on it or something. I don't.
No, that's a little too much. Let's go a little more subtle. Doesn't need to be that direct. How about
hobgoblin cock?
No. How about not a cock? How about just going up to your roommate and saying, "Hey, can I? You are both awful."
Oh, if I can get Calliope to say, "How about not a cock?" more often, it will just make my day.
What? How about not a cock? Why is that so exciting to you?
Just something about your voice saying it. It's so pure. It's so pure.
Well, I say how about not all the time, or is it just the cock part? I'm not entirely sure. Or is it just a combination thereof?
It's the cock. The cock is the operative part of that sentence, for most men. But, 1 out of 5 do experience.
Got it.
There are pills for that. I can recommend a good potion shop.
No, I don't think you can recommend. The operative word in that sentence was good.
Most bugbears that I'm aware of can't read minds, unless they have very particular skill sets. But in this case, I would assume that they are most likely like...
All bugbears can read minds. They just don't show it. They don't talk about it often. It's kind of a dirty little secret.
What?
What? Since when?
Yeah, no, all bugbears. It's in these pamphlets. I've been telling you guys about these pamphlets for almost a year now, and you guys don't read any of them.
What kind of psychic... What? Psychic bugbears?
Yeah.
So they always know when you need a hug?
Yeah, evidently. But they don't want to... If they gave you a hug every time you needed one, then their psychic nature would be sort of out there. So the fact... I think what's actually going on here is this person knows that you need and want these hugs, this bugbear, and they're hesitating, not because they don't want to give you the hug, but because they are worried about you discovering their innate psychic nature.
Well, that's inherently a problem there because it's a lack of communication. Yeah. It's a lack of openness.
Exactly. You need to communicate with your roommate. If you think there's something there, I would hate to see you deny yourself a potential lifetime of happiness by being too afraid to speak your mind.
I mean, 90% of our issues that we get in are communication issues, so communicate. This is, bottom line. Learn how to use your words.
Yeah.
Learn how to use your mouth, yes.
Yes, and just be careful, about all your spoons around bugbears. They have a tendency to want to play around with them. I knew a bugbear who liked to destroy spoons all the time.
Yeah.
His name was Yuri Gelber, and he would just.
I was wondering if that's where you were going with that, you motherfucker.
And he would take these spoons and he would just bend them back and forth like 30, 40 times until they were like really soft. And they would just put them back in the drawer. Like, I have no idea why. He just would do that all the time. But he always put it at the bottom, down underneath all of them. And I'm not sure what was going on with that.
Well, I hope a stand-up citizen stopped his spoon-destroying rampage.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
Yes. I'm sure.
All right, let's go to the next question. Hankering, we wish you the best, and we hope very much.
We hope the cat there is. You got to be really, really careful around all of these psychic bugbears. They can be very clairvoyant.
Oh my Good God.
It's very cerebral.
You get these. Are these in the pamphlets too?
No, these I make these up.
Well, my hat's off to you.
Oh, we just have to grin and bear it.
Sorry, was that a joke?
All right. Yeah, well, I said we have to grin and bear it. It was.
All right.
I'm not good at being funny. Dear WAND Radio,
That's not true.
I really enjoyed listening to your guest, Quasit Judd, and I was wondering if he's taking on any warlocks as a patron. Are his...
Yeah, guest closet?
He was a guest, Quasit, yes.
Oh, closet, not closet. Got it.
Are his terms of service like Patreon or more like Kickstarter? Sincerely, loving the warlock life.
He has a coffee.
Mm-hmm. He drinks quite a bit of it.
I think it's more like DM's Guild. Anything you submit is theirs permanently and forever.
Oh. I always was reading that wrong. I read it as a patron, but, that's just me. Hey, speaking of patron, what, if you guys had did you guys ever take the study course on Harry Potter?
No.
Another famous bugbear.
There's a thing, they have a...
He was a wizard.
Mm-hmm. And he developed a spell called Patronus, and I was wondering what your Patronuses would be.
Tequila.
Is there a quiz or something that I can take?
I think so. Here, here's one here's one you can get on your phone.
All right.
Okay, we're doing this now. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it right. We're doing this right now.
Yes, we are so doing this right now. This is so happening right now. Yep.
Okay, into your name, Rupert, start quiz.
Calliope, start quiz.
Pick one.
Shine, glitter, or glow. I think we should all pick different ones just to see what happens.
Well, I'm going to pick what's best for me. And for me, I'm thinking like stripper, so I'm thinking glitter.
And I abhor glitter, so I'm going to go with glow.
I am all about that glitter life.
I'd heard that about you.
Bards, man.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Ooh. I like this question.
Blood or bone?
Blood.
I mean, if I had to choose, I'd rather give blood than bone.
Well, you would not like to bone? That seems very out of character for you.
This is true.
Oh, I was looking at it as what I would have to give up. Like, what do you want to sacrifice, blood or bone? I'm like, I'll sacrifice my blood, thank you.
And see, I see it as, you have blood magic and necromancy, and I'd rather do blood magic.
2 hours later.
Ooh! Myth, legend, or liar?
Liar.
Legend.
Stories become myth. Myth becomes legend.
Mm-hmm.
And then the liar plays the legend out.
I'd rather be the legend than the one telling it. Impossible, eternal, or mortal? Oh, eternal. That's an easy question.
Impossible.
Mortal.
Work, bewitch, or enchant?
Work.
Work.
Enchant. No, bewitch.
Someone doing dishes over there in your toilet booth?
Yes.
Can you please...
I was drinking? You son of a bitch.
2,000 years later.
What's your Patronus?
What is an Arampent?
It is like a magical rhinoceros. A dangerous beast whose horn has explosive properties.
Yes! Yes, it has a horn. Perfect. How did it know?
Mm-hmm. And it explodes.
That is it.
I've seen you after 5 Phoenix Chili Day. Don't even.
That's not my horn.
I know. Sounds like a horn.
Haha, fart jokes.
My Patronus is a dragon.
How? Of course your Patronus is a dragon.
What's your Patronus, Logan? Damn it! What's your Patronus, Emmett?
Ivan Drago himself, the He-Man, the original, Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren is your Patronus?
Yes, that's what it says.
Send a screenshot. I don't believe that shit for 1 second.
All right. Hold on. I'm working on it. I'll need about 10 minutes to get other programs open.
Apparently a dragon Patronus is very rare.
That says dolphin, Emmett.
They've abbreviated it a little. That's his nickname. Dolph Lundgren. And you just take it's like his ship name. They shipped his first name and his last name together. It comes out Dolphin.
Wait, doesn't this mean you're Prince?
Prince?
Yeah. A Dauphin.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The dragon, Patronus, represents someone with a strong passion and ambition and a fury like no other. It doesn't mean that they're angry, but they have a tendency to be temperamental and that they have a drive that fuels them through their whole self. I accept this very much. The dolphin Patronus means that intelligence and sociability are among your main attributes. They are known for their playfulness and loyalty. They live and work together in groups to aid the sick and injured and to defend each other from predators. Their incredible intelligence is put to good use in the form of solving complex problems and other challenges. The dolphin does not enjoy dull routine activities, so keeping busy with interesting tasks is a must.
Hey, fellow transmuters, have you been running low on ideas for terrible new things to turn creatures into? Do you see other wizards terrorizing the local populace with designs that look too good to be true? Are you seeking a source for inspiration and solidarity? Look no further. At Tiefling Tony's Pinterest cut, we have all sorts of magical formulae and reference sketches available to download from Thingiverse. Let's make nightmares together.
Oh, well, let's see here. Let's talk about WonderCon. It's coming up and very soon. Our wonderful sponsors, Die Hard Dice and World Anvil, have come together to help Nerdsmith put on a fantastic meetup. Rupert, Emmett, and I will be there, as well as our counterparts, Logan, Tessa, and Kyle, and Pip, and the storyteller.
Wait. We're all going to be there at the same time?
Yep.
In the same room. Yeah.
How's that going to work?
We're going to be switching accents like crazy.
Well, no, I meant the restraining orders.
Oh, shit.
We didn't think about that.
It's a big room. We'll have to just be on opposite ends.
Got it. All right. Is it a big room? I don't know that we know that.
It's a pretty big
for
room.
Sure.
It fits something like 500 people in it.
Why are we renting out a 500? We have high hopes for this party, don't we?
Hey, there's going to be an open bar for the first 50 people that show up. They get a drink ticket.
All right. Well, I'll make sure that I get in line several times.
Sponsored by World Anvil.
Yeah, the whole event is sponsored by World Anvil.
And by Die Hard Dice.
I think Die Hard Dice is sponsoring the drink ticket.
No, they're sponsoring the beverage card.
Oh,
which
my
is
mistake.
the stuff. Yeah, they're both sponsoring the entire party,
Yes.
but World Anvil is the major sponsor. That's all we like to get out there. They put a big chunk of change down to help us out, and we love Die Hard Dice just as much. There is no favorites here.
We do. Speaking of Die Hard Dice, they just came out with another new colorway.
Of course they did.
The Gaia colorway, which is this beautiful green blue. Oh my goodness, I need it in my life. So I'm going to use that I believe it comes out this week. So I'm going to use that coupon code that we have, Wand Radio, and get myself 15% off my order.
Yes, that is our show, but what's the coupon code?
It's the same thing.
Well, that's easy to remember.
Exactly.
How many times can I use this coupon code?
It's on your first or your next order if you haven't used it yet.
But what if I've already used the coupon code and I want to buy more because they keep coming out with new colorways and new delicious sets?
Well, then you should listen to some other Nerdsmith shows because I believe the vast majority of the shows have their very own coupon code, but you'll have to listen to them to get more information.
That's right. I don't know where this strange infomercial style thing came from, but that's right, Calliope and Rupert.
I just dip into the infomercial style every once in a while.
You just go to dieharddice.com and put some amazing products in your cart, like the new 25mm Dire D20s. They're so big they could kill a yak.
From 200 yards away?
From 200 yards away, from 25 meters away, you can kill a yak with this dire D20. Look, I'll throw this one into this stump.
Oh my god, it exploded on impact!
What exploded? The die or the stump?
The stump!
The stump. Insert stump exploding sounds here. Can we not do like infomercials with this stuff?
Tune in next time when we fuck me, I can't even talk now.
I have to ask Flossie.
Tune in next time when we play the game Will It Blend?
Yeah, you guys, that WonderCon meetup, did we mention that? I don't think we mentioned the time. It's 8:00 on Saturday, the 30th of this month, in the Carmel Room at the Hilton. At the Carmel Room evidently is Elvish for big-ish shit. So it's a big fucking room that I had no idea was that big, and it's going to look really sad having like 10 people in there. But please come, get a drink, and let's have some fun.
So we also have a very special nerd alert from, Pesk to, Dim. Happy anniversary, my love. 7 years married is nowhere near long enough for me. I can hardly wait to see where the next 7 years takes us. Love you very much. Your pesky peach. Dear W.A.N.D., I think I'm falling for my roommate. He's cool with me being affectionate when I have a few drinks, but I'm just unsure if he's into bugbears. Signed, thanks. Keeping him at arm's reach. Aha!
Well, the other shoe drops.
Clearly, your roommate and you need to have a very long, serious talk about the fact that you both want each other. We wish you well.
Oh, he's a bugbear. Now it makes a lot more sense.
What?
He's a bugbear.
What
bear.
did you?
Oh.
Oh. He's a bearish bugbear.
I was a little confused. I thought maybe there wasn't never mind. Anyway, you're all good. The eagle has landed. You are the bay doors are open, Hal. Go ahead and move on in. It is you are good to go. The landing lights are on. And everything's good. So go ahead.
That was
the captain has turned on the seatbelt light. You are coming in for a landing. You're very, very close. You're almost there. Just a little bit farther. Keep going.
If I have any piece of advice,
and you're there.
Emmett's favorite Cards Against Humanity card is making the penises kiss.
Hey, it is a beautiful form of lovemaking.
To each their own. My only piece of advice would be that if you feel the need to have a drink or two to lower your own inhibitions towards yourself, then that might be a good time. But please do not use alcohol as a crutch just to establish a relationship with your roommate. It's not a good practice to start.
I think they both were thinking the other person needed it to be that way. I think they're going to be okay after this. They just need to realize they're talking about each other.
That's fair.
Or if they're not, then we got some real crossed wires here.
Well, good luck. Please communicate with each other and be respectful and understanding of one another where you're coming from.
And best of luck.
And let me know if you could ever master synchronized helicoptering, because I've been curious about that for a long time.
You could watch any heavy metal band.
Are there heavy metal bands that are naked? What am I missing here?
Oh, you said helicoptering. I thought you said haircopter.
No helicoptering. It's hard if you don't both go the same way. They start hitting each other. If you don't get close enough, you just look like Anakin and Obi-Wan from Darth Maul and Anakin and trying to hit each other from 10 feet away in episode 1.
Is it difficult if it's not hard to I don't know how that anatomy works.
It depends. If you're a shower and not a grower, then it's not too difficult.
Otherwise, you have to, get very excited and then ease back just a little bit.
Come back a little. You got to ease back about 10-20%.
It's the forgetting Sarah Marshall limit is what he was talking about. That if it's a NC-17 film if the penis is erect, but if the penis is not erect, then you can be rated R. It's fine.
I think I saw that movie, but I don't remember it.
It was during the spring fling, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
All right, let's move on so we can stop talking about cocks. I am sick of being the designated dimension door when my friends are hitting the sauce. It's not my fault that I have legendary tolerance. Help, please. Signed Epic Dwarven Lineage.
Well, you could dimension door them directly into the drunk tank. That would teach them a lesson. Or you could just be sure to be hitting the sauce first before they even show up.
Where are you going that they can't walk 500 feet?
It depends on how drunk you are.
If they're getting that drunk, then they don't need a designated driver, they need help.
Have you done a shot of snake venom?
No.
No? Mm-mm.
I don't recommend it.
What's snake venom?
Well, it sounds like you fucking die.
Chances are high. But yeah, just don't hang out with them. I know that you're friends, but, if they keep just using you for your capabilities and not actually allowing you to have a good time, or is it just the fact that maybe you're just you're over you enjoy the social element of alcohol until all of the alcohol? Maybe you could learn greater restoration so that they don't have to suffer the effects, and they can be more sober with you when you go home, so you can enjoy your time out, and then also enjoy going home.
Or let them walk 500 feet to their dorm. Dimension door's max range is 500 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I don't get it.
Maybe they're in a hotel and the bar is just downstairs, so they just right up.
Then there's even less of an excuse because there'll be elevators. Sounds like your friends are impatient.
Have you tried using a room key when you're very, very drunk?
Nope.
Anyway, I have a magic item. Who wants it?
I'll open it. It's fine.
All right, go for it.
And here we are. Oh, it's whoa! It's it has turned itself into. It has multiplied itself. Okay. Yeah, dear Calliope, third-year student, Emmett, ninth-year student, Rupert, fourth-year student. This looks rather official. There's letterhead. Here you are.
Are you a ninth-year student, Emmett?
I mean, I applied to come here a few years ago, I guess, and I guess I got accepted, but I kind of dropped. I mean, I'm not technically a student anymore.
You kind of dropped, or you actually dropped?
I mean, you don't show up enough, they just drop you, right?
Yeah, okay. What is this saying?
We are writing to inform you that an official letter has been added to your permanent record with the Academy. Below is a replica of the letter. This letter will exist for the next 100 years on your record and then expunged. If you have any questions regarding this, please address them to the issuing department's team. May this letter serve as a glyph of warding upon the permanent record of the 3 above-named students for their continued depredations of the airwaves, as they call them. Their disrespectful manner in the audiovisual room and their flippant remarks regarding the office of the Dean of Abjuration has resulted in the following decree. The student's freedom of movement to enroll in an abjuration or abjuration-related course of field of study is here and now restricted and will require a signed letter of acceptance from the course or field of study A signed letter of acceptance from the course or field of study instructor for these 3 students. They are on abjured probation. May no aid be granted. They may seek out the Dean of Abjuration personally if they wish to gain restoration to their former good standing. Further misuse may result in banishment. Dean of Abjuration Animus Armada. Shit, you guys. It's one of my majors.
Okay, well, hang on. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I don't want anything to interfere with your major. I know you're almost done.
Yeah.
So, I will go personally and speak with the dean to help you out, okay?
It says that we must all reach out to...
Well, technically, I'm the head of the show. I'm the one that made the disparaging remarks. Therefore, you should not be punished for them.
They were disparaging remarks. They weren't disparaging. They were spot-on remarks.
I was a little salty and a little disrespectful, so I will go and speak with her.
And he's an idiot. He's trying to do experiments in a controlled environment, and there is no control there. I don't want you to get banished. He has no controlled environment. You know what? If she wants to banish me because of this, fine. I'll take it. He's an idiot. He's the one that should be going.
Okay. I will do you a solid, Rupert, because you're my friend, and I don't want anything to interfere with your graduation, because I know you're very close, so I will go and I will speak with her on our behalf, okay? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be fine, I promise. It's gonna be okay.
Ladies, gentlemen, or what have you, I'm Orion Lavelle.
And I'm Travis Mattingly.
And together we host Tooth and Nail, a monstrous podcast.
Captivated by monster design, we discuss the narrative, artistic, and mechanical design of the monsters lurking in your favorite games and stories.
This is a show for the monster fanatic, the game design aficionado, and the DM looking for the perfect goblin encounter. Find Tooth and Nail at nerdsmith.org. Keep fighting.